everybody. It's Allie. Happy Thursday. Happy day of Thurs. And let me know if the mic is working because it wasn't giving me sound a minute ago. And I was just like, what's happening? Okay. You guys are cracking me up in the comments. Before we get started today, let me just make sure you guys can hear me. Somebody comment and let me know if the sound is working. Okay. Amelia's giving me a thumbs up. Okay. You hear me. Thank you. Okay. I'm going to talk about what's behind me in a second. Okay. Let me go back up to the top of the comments. Okay. Before we get started, I want everyone to know that Carol Baskin killed her husband, whacked him. What do you think about my shirt? Listen, like this video if you like Tiger King. If you watched Tiger King, if you thought it was the most ridiculous, redonkulous show on the planet, please hit that like button right now. Carol Baskin. Okay. I found this shirt on Poshmark and I absolutely had to have it. I was just like, oh my gosh. I feel like we were all there together in that part of the pandemic that was Tiger King. Okay. Jumping right in strong because you guys, you've already hit me with the comments. I love you guys so much. Mary says, double boot back at ya. Oh, here we go. This was our first comment. I think it came in backwards. Excited to get to attend to live night. Great. I missed the last couple because I got a caregiver on Thursdays now while recuperating, but I canceled her tonight. I need belly laughs more. Good. Well, you're in the right place and you'll have to give me an update and let me know how you're doing. So I'm so glad you're here. Okay, great. Kathy says, hi, Allie. Me too. I need belly laughs, which we're given on FitFlavorFun. Absolutely. Listen, you guys are in the right place because I have been goofy all day. All day. If this wasn't enough, I've been goofy on top of it. Okay, Janine says, hi from New Hampshire. Well, hello there. Amelia says, good evening. Let the shenanigans begin. Absolutely. JC says, my favorite GLP1 channel is live. That's right. Thank you, JC. You're so sweet. Lisa's in on the inside joke. What do you mean? I'm confused. If you don't know what Lisa's talking about, it's because you're not subscribed to my other channel. Guys, I've got 2 channels. Make sure you hang out with me over there. It's everything not GLP1 related. Random thoughts, random ridiculousness. I've been on a perfume kick, so we've been doing a lot of that. I do haul videos. Look, I found a beautiful purse at Goodwill. What is that? I'm going to be talking about that. You know, just all the things. It's everything that's not GLP1. So make sure you're over there. It's FitFlavorFun Uncensored. Side note, if you are looking for access to a GLP1, make sure you click the link in the description box below to GOBYMEDS. And don't forget to use my coupon code because it'll save you $25. That's right. Okay. Ayush says, boop. You've been booped. JC says, Allie for GLP president. Well, I don't know that I could be in the cabinet. I don't know that I've earned that title, but JC, I'm sending you a huge hug for that because that was cute. We could put it on a shirt. Absolutely. Yeah. Or we could go straight royalty with it. We could be like Allie for GLP princess, right? Or queen status, right? I could be Queen of Dragons, Queen of GLP. I could see a correlation there. I'm down for that. Joni says, hi, Joni and Penny from Illinois. She's an Illinoisian. Hey there. Hey, Lisa's here. Hey. Hey there. My bitter chickie. She's in the house tonight. My fellow perfuming friend. Hello there. Okay. Hey, you like to make things is here. Hello. Karen from Vancouver Island. Get those likes in before the fun starts. That's right. Thank you. Yeah, definitely hit that like button. Don't forget, if you need to minimize the chat to hit the like button, please do, because it pushes it out and tells everybody who is a subscriber to my channel that you're having a good time and that it is worth them coming to hang out with us, because absolutely they should. Just like Sherry's doing from South Kakalaki. I love it. Hey there. Leslie's here. Glad to catch another live. I'm so glad that you're here too. That's awesome. We got a full house tonight. Holy guacamole. Great. You're good. We hear it. Thank you. This is where everybody was telling me they hear me. Thank you. I'm going to skip down a little bit. Peps with Pam. Peppin' with Pam. Pam's peppy. And she's got peps. It's Pam. Hey there. From Texas City, Texas. You sound great. Thank you. You sound great. Your little theme song sounds great too. Okay. JC says, what are you coming behind you? What do you mean? You mean like what I got going on over here? Guys, this is my new jellyfish diffuser. I am obsessed. So I've been telling you guys that because of a GLP1, right? Like I'm getting into perfumes and scents, and that wasn't enough. Apparently I needed to do more. And I saw this on the TikTok shop, which meant that I immediately had to go find it on Amazon for cheaper, and I bought it. And I can't get it any closer to the screen, so you'll have to go to my Amazon link to see it up close. But basically, there is this beautiful mountain scene on the front with a white stag. And I love everything white deer. Like, I think they're so pretty. The white stags are majestic and magical and all the things. So anyway, that's what we got, a little ambiance going on in the background here. It smells amazing. And today I'm smelling everything fresh cut grass. This was in a set that I bought, and I linked it down below for you in case you like to have your house smelling amazing. This is phenomenal. And I love the fresh cut grass scent. So let me know that I'm not alone. I can't be the only person, but I'm loving it. But isn't it so cute? And it puts up those little, they look like little jellyfish and they pop up. That's too funny. Hey, Patty's from Birmingham, Alabama. All right. Hey there. Hey, Allie. Ooh, cool smoke machine. Thank you. It smells amazing. Okay. All right. Everybody was letting me know they could hear me. Thank you. Thank you. Patty's in the house. Dun-dun-dun-dun. Away from it all. Said yes, they can hear me. Okay. Let's see. It's giving me thumbs up. Okay, great. All right. Let me catch up to the comments. I make those smoke rings from my vape. Yes. I used to do that too. I used to vape. Mostly because it was fun. But also, you know, addiction. So, yeah, I hear you. I used to be bad about that. Okay. Hey, Satya's here from Oregon. Hey there. Hello, Ivy. Let me know it's working. Thank you. Barbara's in the house. It's Barbara from Wisconsin, drinking some water. Barbara, is it just plain water? Because it pains me every time when I hear people talk about their plain water. I'm one of those people where I can't just do plain water. Like, I just can't. I can't handle it. And for those of you who have been following along and coming on this journey with me from the Loaded Tea Shop, today's flavor is Wave Runner. She's a 10. So this one is the citrus energy base with pina colada and blue sour. It is not sour at all. And you guys always ask me about, you know, when stuff is sour, and it's not. And as you can see, it got a 10. So yeah, loving these. And I'm so glad that I bought extras of the watermelon rock candy and the rocket pop. I know a lot of people were getting their shipments of these. And the rocket pop sold out, and then they restocked it again. So if you haven't gotten it yet, it's linked down below. You can use the coupon code. Somebody said last week that you can stack the coupon code with other coupon codes. I say go for it. Save as much money as possible because we need money for fun things, right? Like a diffuser. Hey, Peachy Panda's here. Love the witch's brew in the background. Right, I know. I thought it would be fun. Hey, Tara's here from Maryland. Janet's here. Hey there. Ivy says, love the shirt. Carol Baskin. That song, it just always lives in my head rent-free. I mean, always. Hey, Kathy's here from Kansas. Kathy, I hate to be the one to break it to you, but we're not in Kansas anymore. And in case you don't know, I have to say that every time I see that somebody is from Kansas. Thank you, Kathy. Hey there. Maria's here. Allie, have you tried Built Puff Banana? So good. I have not been able to get my hands on it. There's that one. There's the, what is it? The Pina Colada one. I'm just dying to try them. I'm dying to try them. But thank you for the heads up. I figured it was going to be good. But you never know with banana stuff. By the way, if you like banana snacks, I posted an entire banana everything food related on my other channel. You got to go watch it. There are a whole bunch of banana snacks that I am absolutely addicted to right now. It's become a little bit of a problem. Okay, Pep with Pam says, my subscription got canceled, yet it said it'd go through August 15th, but I just saw that I had to rejoin, so now I'm just 1 month again. That is weird. Oh, that's weird. Subscription, where? Here? Let me know what you're talking about. Oh, yeah, see, somebody else was just saying, right, the Pina Colada. I'm dying to try it. Greetings and salutations from Linda. Listen, Linda. She is listening. All right. Lynn says, I'm at the obesity conference in Orlando with the Downsize group right now, waiting for Ania, who wrote the book Enough, to start to speak. So excited. That's awesome. I love that. Listen, if you see Christopher and Lorraine, tell him Allie said, what's up? But you have to say it just like that, okay? You can't be like, hey, Allie said, what's up? No, you got to be like, what's up? They're going to be like, yep, that came straight from her. That's so awesome. I wish I could be there with everybody. I love that. Hey, Lisa says, love that purse. I know, right? And I got it for so cheap. And I thought I was going to have to fight this lady at the thrift store for it. But I didn't because she didn't know what it was. So excited. Leslie says, Kevin for GLP vice president. Absolutely. Absolutely. He's earned that designation. Absolutely. Okay. Happy day of Thursday. Pam loves the song. It's her theme song. It's Peps with Pam. Hey, Freddie's here. Hey there. And everyone from Havertown, Pennsylvania. Well, hey there. There's Genesis. Hey. From Joyzy. Started 15 milligrams this week, and satiety with this one is crazy. I definitely feel a difference. Almost how I felt at the beginning of my journey on 5. Yes. Hoping for good results. Absolutely. Or praying for good results. It could go either way. Yeah. Yeah. I found that it, when I first started 15, it felt really good like that. For me, it ended up being a little bit too high of a dose, but felt great. I didn't have any problems other than the low blood sugar thing, which was, not necessarily dose related, but yeah, still good. Hey, Carolyn's here from Carolyn here from New York. Hey there. That's right. Lisa's on it. She said, hit that like, pretty please. Hey, Ronnie's here from Jacksonville, Florida. That's awesome. Okay. Okay. Pam said, I need a laugh because sadly my husband. Oh my God. Oh no. I'm so sorry. Oh, and now I feel bad because I was over here joking around, but it sounds like that might be what you need. Listen, I am sending you so much love and such big, big hugs, okay? So hopefully we can have some laughs together. I completely understand, right? Needing to break out of it. You know, it's so heavy. Oh, my heart is so heavy for you. I'm so sorry. Okay, all right. Stick with us. Everybody's saying they're so sorry. We love you, Pam. Oh, honey. And my heart is breaking. Okay. That's okay. It's okay, Pam, because we're gonna do it upright tonight, right? Everybody needs a little distraction sometimes, and you've come to the right place. Okay, Patty says, where's your Amazon account? So it's linked in the description box of all of my videos. It should say Amazon storefront. For the items that I have listed in the lives, I went ahead and put just the individual links. So if you're looking for that, it'll have the individual links, but it's in the description box. Hey there, Mitsu's here from cool California. Hey, Carolyn says, love the mellow of cut grass. Yes, absolutely. Oh, Ayush says, how did you quit? I want to quit too. Okay. Yeah. So I definitely, I think I have 2 videos on this where I talk about it. So you can definitely go check those out if you're looking for a fun watch. But essentially, Trizepatide helped me quit. And what I did was I set all of these rules for myself. Now I work from home. So it was really, really hard for me to quit smoking because I could essentially smoke, whenever I wanted. I could sit here and vape, at my desk all day long, right? Not good. So I set all these rules for myself. And what I decided was I would make a list of things that I wanted to do to work towards quitting. So, for example, smoking first thing in the morning was always something that it was like my go-to. And I was like, oh my gosh, I got to smoke right now, right? Like right when you first get up. So I made a rule for myself that said I had to wait 2 hours after waking up to smoke or vape. So I was like, okay. So I would get up and I would just do all the things to keep me busy. And I would have a timer set on when I could smoke. So that was rule number 1. It took me probably like 4 or 5 days to get the hang of that because first thing in the morning is always like that hardest one. At least it was for me. I'll just speak for myself. So, because all the nicotine has kind of like, come out of your system and everything overnight. So that first thing in the morning, right, what you want to smoke. So that was the first thing. And then what I did was I started layering rules on top of that. So then it was no vaping in the house. So I had to go outside. I don't know if you've been outside, but it's hot. Right. So then I was like, ugh, I don't want to do this. And then it was shortly thereafter, it was wintertime. Then I didn't want to go out in the cold. So I was like, okay, but I would make myself go outside, even if I was just vaping. So then I just kept doing that and layering the rules and spacing the time out in between. And then I would cut out like the last smoke of the night. I cut that out. So then that's putting even more time. So basically what I was doing is slowly building up time in between smoking. And then that in combination with the Trizepatide, I eventually got to a point where I was like, okay, I'm only vaping like twice a day. I think I could give this up. And then I did. But it was a process. And that's really what worked best for me. It wasn't a cold turkey. It wasn't a quit and be cranky, miserable, attack everybody, right? Like all of us who have quit smoking before, right? I think we can all kind of relate to that. So, yeah. So, anyway, that's kind of what I did. I turned it into a game. There was lots of Amazon shopping involved. You're welcome to do it that way or not if you want to, right? But you got to give yourself some incentive. And I found it really worked for me. And it also removed a lot of the pressure. If there is one thing that a GLP-1 has taught me over the years, it's if I want to be successful, I need to remove the pressure so that I can just be committed to what I'm doing and let the chips fall where they may. Right? Which was always something that I struggled with losing weight right before GLP-1s were around, because it was like up, down, up, down, up, down. So if I remove the pressure, then I can just give it all I got. And then it's, hey, some days are good, some days are bad, some days, right? Like, but you're still working towards that goal. So you can do it. You can totally do it. I'm here to support you. Okay. Away from it all says, I hate plain water. Yeah, me too. Absolutely, me too. Only because it tastes weird to me. I'm one of those people where, like, different types of water, like some people can't tell a difference. All waters taste different to me. I watched a YouTube video where there was a young lady that was testing her daughter. Her daughter claims to be able to taste the different flavors of different waters from different companies and tap waters and all that. So she did like the blind taste testing, and I was like, psh, I could do that in a heartbeat. By the way, her daughter did great. So, oh yeah. Hey, Todd's here. Good evening from Table Rock Lake, Branson, Missouri area. Happy to catch another live, drinking my blueberry Dr. Pepper. Blueberry Dr. Pepper? What? What is this magic? I have not seen a blueberry Dr. Pepper. What is this that you speak of? Is this a new Dr. Pepper? Better not be replacing my coconut Dr. Pepper, because I'm still collecting them from every place I can. I even ordered it off of Amazon. For the first time ever, I got the little notification that says you have maxed out the number of times you can order this. I found a really great price, and I was like, you're kidding me. You're going to ship these cans of the Dr. Pepper Zero coconut right to my house? Psh, sign me up. Anyway, they did. It was good. But I don't know this blueberry that you speak of. I need more info, Todd. Okay. Barbara says, yes, plain water with ice. I rarely drink anything else, but I do love loaded tea. Oh, my goodness. Hey, Lynn's here from Ohio. Shh, Ohio. Lynn, you're so funny. Lynn was yelling at me last week about Ohio. I want you to know, Lynn, you're going to get a kick out of this. Everybody else probably will too. But Lynn, I was talking to my dad on the phone, and he was talking about something, and he ended up saying, oh yeah, and such from Ohio. And I want you to know that my ADD brain registered, and I said, Ohio. And he was like, what is that surprising from Ohio? And I was like, no, you're not Lynn. You don't get it. Okay. My poor dad. And then I have to explain the inside joke. And he's like, oh, okay. It was all caps. And so you were yelling Ohio. Okay, I understand now. I'm like, yeah, but it's not as funny if you weren't there. If I have to explain it to you, it's not funny. But it's funny for us. And that's all that matters. So, Lynn, just so you know, I was thinking of you. JC says, Allie was listening to On the Pen episode, and he said Lily just sent the biologic application for Retatrutide. He is saying if approved, Reta will not be allowed to be compounded, so the only option is gray. Yes. I also watched that episode. Yeah. I think that because of not necessarily because of, right? Because it's a money making strategy, but I think partly because of everything that's happened with the gray market, research grade, people getting their hands on Retta, gym bros making Retta videos, right? I think that all of that is not necessarily the whole reason, but it is a chunk. And I think that they've learned from everything that's happened with tirzepatide and semaglutide, right? Even though that's not theirs, it's Novo Nordisk. I think they've learned that they're going to have to be creative to A, keep it at a high price point, and B, make it so that compound pharmacies can't produce it. I don't think it has anything to do with it being, a biologic, right? Like the classifications for that, I did look at that one time. I don't think Retatrutide, right? I think there's a reason why the FDA was saying that it didn't qualify. But I also understand why Lilly is pushing it, because honestly, the only thing that holds back like 99% of compound pharmacies right now is that it hasn't been FDA approved. Now, there are a couple that are pretty brazen that are out there doing it. I was contacted by a company that was like, hey, we're going to be offering compound Retta. We want you on board. And I was like, hey, you can't afford me. Because there's going to be a lot of legality about that. But it's just one of those things, right? And you can't really fault them for trying to protect. I mean, they paid for the research. There's grants and things like that. But I'm just saying they have an investment and they need a profitable return on that investment. Like however you want to look at it. I think that they've learned from what's happened with tirzepatide. I think they've learned that, hey, compounding is here to stay. It's not going anywhere, at least anytime soon. The gray market, I don't know. I don't know if it's going to be going anywhere or not. JC, I know that's not the point that you were making, but you got me going, which is what you do every week. You do it to me every time. Anyway, I love you. Yeah, so I think it'll be interesting to see what happens, because they already said no, but now Lilly's going to submit anyway. I don't know. It's very House of Cards to me. If you guys have not watched that show on Netflix, it's epic. You should watch it. So yeah, I don't know. Okay. Good one, JC. All right, Mary says, what is everyone's favorite clear protein drink? I've got a ton of protein powder shakes, but I'm looking for clear protein to add to my loaded tea. Suggestions welcomed. Yeah, so for me, I'll just jump in, Mary, and answer this one for you. For me, one of the ones that I think mixes the best based off of what I have on hand is going to be Oath. And I mean, you could really go with any of the flavors, right? You could get wild and crazy. Like there's a strawberry kiwi. I'm a big fan of the colada one, which is real tropical. You could mix that with any of the loaded teas. Also, side note, the lemonade Oath. Again, the consistency of the powder is really, really good. So it's going to mix well. So if you're adding it to another powder, that lemonade, because it's not super tart and tangy and overpowering, it would also mix really well with loaded teas. So yeah, so I'd take a look at Oath. Of course, I have it linked in my Amazon storefront, or you can also find Oath in like the protein products area at Target. It's usually a little bit pricier than Amazon, but yeah, I would say Oath. But yeah, but we'll let everybody else chime in, so if they've got suggestions. But yeah, they're kind of my go-to for the clear protein drinks, just because it mixes so well and it just bugs me to no end anything that gets like clumpy and bleh, like I don't want to deal with that. I do not want to be eating chunks. It does not sound like a good time in Alley Land. Hey, Licious here. Hey there. Getting ready for another trip, packing and watching. Oh my goodness, where are you going? And are you taking us with you? Okay, good. Good, I'm glad. Hang in there, Pam. I got you. Okay. JC says, I am split dosing MJ with a sterile vial. Do I need to add backwater? No. Just use the other half as is. So what I would say, and this is obviously not medical advice, but when I talked to my doctor about it, and I was putting a Manjaro auto-injector pen into a sterile vial, just to give you all the parameters of what I was doing, he said, if you're going to be using it up in that week, for example, if you're split dosing, right? So you're taking your 10 milligram injector pen and you're split dosing 5 and 5, right? Throughout the week. Then he's like, no, you don't need to add backwater. And for those of you who are not familiar, bariostatic water is what, you know, compound pharmacies and things like that and researchers and all of the peeps add to a multi-dose vial so that the bacteria does not grow inside of it, right, with every puncture. This is part of the challenge of, right, keeping things sterile and clean and keeping the bacteria from growing in it. So if you're using it up in the same week, no. My doctor told me you did not need to add backwater. You certainly could, like it's not going to hurt anything, but you just need to keep in mind, right? You'll have to do the calculations so that your dosing stays correct. And just keep in mind you're essentially diluting it. So if your dosing is off, right, you'll know why. He did say that, for people that are trying to get the biggest pen that they possibly can and then, right, stretch out dosing to last them a whole month or something like that, right? Like they're getting a 15 milligram pen, but they're only on 2.5 or 1.5 and they're trying to stretch it out. That's when it becomes kind of this gray area, right? And you really have to be careful. It's based off of that doctor's recommendations that I tell people not to do that. Because why put yourself at risk when you can just get the dose that you need? And then if you want to split dose it, great, you're good. If you want to stretch a dose out, then you get a much smaller one, stretch it out, do another one, stretch it out, right? Like sometimes people can be their own worst enemy trying to save a buck. So yeah. So assuming that you're split dosing that single vial in a week, you don't need to add anything to it. You can, like I said, it's not going to hurt anything. But I mean, the idea is to disturb it as little as possible, to inject as little as possible into a sterile vial to keep it sterile, right? Okay. All right. Let me jump back in here. Da, da, da. Da, da, da. Patty says, after a long saga with the bridge program, doctor entering the correct info, I was approved today. That's great. Yay, Patty. I'm so happy for you. Yeah. Every day in the support groups, people are constantly talking about how they are struggling and doctors are getting so frustrated. It's rough. And I think that there's not enough people out there that are talking about, what the requirements are for the bridge program. So there's a lot of doctors that are jumping through hoops and getting denied, and then they're getting mad, right? So anyway, Patty, I am super stoked for you. That is fantabulous. Okay. Lish says, I quit smoking 10 years ago and I still wish I could smoke. Yeah. Well, Lish, if it makes you feel any better, if you did, you would just feel sick as a dog. Just don't do it. Just whatever you do. When you quit, don't do it. Because it's not worth it. I've done that many a time where I've quit and then come back and then I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm going to be sick. Bleh. Just don't do it. It's not worth it. Ayush says, you sound exactly like me. Thanks for the tips. Yeah, absolutely. I was able to quit long-term Mary Jane habit with Zepbound. See, you're already making progress. The goal is to quit vaping by end of year. And you know what? You're going to do it. You're absolutely going to do it. You got this. 1,000,000%. Because see, when you get in your brain that something is going to work, and then you make strides and it's working, you reach your goals, right? Far too often, we are like our own worst enemies and like we get down on ourselves and, oh man, I really want to do this, but I can't, but I did, but right? But we don't do that here. You're already making progress. So you're well on your way. Right? Doesn't that feel great? It's like, hey, you got some tips, some tricks, some things that you can try. Right. Just watch. Next week, you're going to come back and be like, hey, Allie, I did one of the tips that sounded good that you said. And you know what? I'm feeling good. I'm doing it. And that is what's important. You got this. I'm going to back you up. You got this. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, Pam. Oh, man. I have to be careful because I'm very much an empath and I will 1,000,000% start crying. So please don't hold it against me. I'm gonna try to keep it together for you, Pam. But I am sending you the biggest hugs, I promise you. Ayush says I work from home too. You sound exactly like me. Oh, okay. All right. I think the text came through twice. Okay. Da 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 da. All right. Jolie Manon. Hey, Manon is name of one of the characters in one of the books that I read. She's one of my favorites. Allie, can you please go into maintenance dose versus weight loss dose? I'm still struggling to understand how a weight loss dose can be a maintenance dose. Absolutely, positively, 1,000,000% I can do that for you. So the first thing that you have to do is forget everything. All right. Thanks for coming to the live. I'm out. I'm just kidding. Okay. So, but you do kind of have to unthink everything that you've been told about maintenance and weight loss and dosing and titrating, because in the era that we're in today, any dose can be a weight loss dose. Any dose can be a maintenance dose, right? It's really about the individual, their body, what works for them. So what I would say is, don't worry quite so much about the dose, and let's talk about how you feel. So for example, let's say you got up to 10 milligrams interzepatide, okay? And you reached your weight loss goal, but you were still losing weight on 10. You reached your goal, but you're still losing weight. It's kind of trickling here and there. It's like a little, 1 pound here, 2 pound here, but you're still steadily losing weight, even though it's slow. So what can you do? You come down in dose, right? Well, the first thing you have to do is make sure that you've upped your calories to maintenance level calories. Now, maintenance level calories is going to be key. Doesn't matter what dose you're on. And I think this is the key point that most doctors forget to tell their patients. they focus on the dosing rather than you need to be eating maintenance level calories. If you are in a caloric deficit, guess what, my friend? You will lose weight. And if you're going to maintenance because you've reached your goal, what do you not want to do? Lose weight. You lucky duck. So you're eating maintenance level calories, you're on 10, but you're still losing weight. Okay, well, let's bump it down a little bit and see how you feel at that dose. Do you feel good? Do you feel like the food noise is coming back? Do we have any challenges with inflammation? Okay, all of that is good. Great. Did the weight loss stop? Are you now able to maintain with maintenance level calories? That is really where the dosing comes into play. It's not so much a maintenance dose. I know that was drilled into people because of their insurance companies, and they really did everyone a disservice with that. Any dose can be a maintenance dose. Whether it's 1 milligram or 15 milligrams, anything in between, it can be a maintenance dose. It just depends on what works well for you. So, hopefully that helps you. Let me know what other maintenance questions you have, and we'll go through it. But the key thing is to remember, what dose are you on? Maintenance level calories. Stop losing weight. Nope, still losing weight. Okay, let's do a dose adjustment and see how we do. And there's a little bit of trial and error here, which is totally fine, right? And then once you find your sweet spot, then you're good to go. And that's your maintenance dose, if you will. And your maintenance dose can change. That's the other thing that not enough people talk about. Just because you're at a maintenance dose and it's working well for you now, a year from now, you may need less. A year from now, you may need more. It's totally okay. So just try to be flexible with it. Like a wind, like you in the wind. Okay. Nancy says, my husband was a well driller, so I am a water snob. See, I love that. I love that. Oh no, Todd said it's the blackberry. Well, Todd, now I'm super disappointed because you were talking about a blueberry Dr. Pepper, which sounds delicious. But no, you're having a blackberry Dr. Pepper, which I do not enjoy. It is yucky, but I'm happy for you. But you sent me for a loop, buddy. I would totally rock a Dr. Pepper blueberry. That sounds great. Ayush says, I'm from Ohio, too. It's too funny. My Better Chickie says, not Amazon cutting you off. Yes, they did. You have reached the limit for how many you can order from this seller. I'm like, what? That's a thing? Apparently it is. Apparently you can have too much of a good deal and they get mad at you if you're, maybe it's because they think that you're trying to buy their inventory to then resell their inventory. No, dude, I don't want your Dr. Pepper coconut for inventory for my little, shenanery store. Okay. I want to pile it up in my living room, which is what I'm doing right now, and hoard it for myself. I want you to know that my wife and I were walking through the grocery store. We were walking through Walmart and I found some and I got all of them. And she was like, oh my gosh, I feel like we're the people that took all the toilet paper. You know, when people were hoarding toilet paper back in the day, I said, the difference is not everyone needs this Dr. Pepper coconut to survive like I do. Okay? But everyone needs toilet paper. If this was toilet paper, I would not do this, but it's Dr. Pepper coconut. So shut your face and put it in the cart. And we did, and I got it all. It was awesome. Lynn says, I love your shenanery. Thank you. Hey there, anyone from Oregon? Yes. Yeah, we had somebody talking earlier there from Oregon. Hey there. Oh my gosh. MLJS 9245 with a little birdie. I think that's a robin. I wonder if your name is Robin and that's why you have a robin on there. I could be wrong. Where are my bird people? Tell me, is that a robin? I don't know. It could be. Greetings, first time live. Is it normal to get commercials? Yes, it is. Mommy's got to pay the bills, honey. But yes, yeah, you'll see commercials. They'll pop up just like they would in any other YouTube video. They'll pop up and you can just minimize them. But yes, it is normal to get commercials. Depending on how you're viewing the video, it may be like off to the side that there's a commercial. It may be over top of my face right here. It may be in your face. Either way, yeah, but you can just minimize them or skip them or all that fun stuff. But yeah, they put commercials on everything. It's like that Frank's hot sauce. They put it on everything. Okay, Ayush says, and they are a public company, so they have to make profit for their shareholders. Yes, absolutely they do. Yes, they do. Coop says, I have no desire to look into Retta because of the increased heart rate. Most elite athletes have low resting heart rates, so intentionally taking something that raising mine isn't something I'm down for. Yeah. So the important thing, I completely understand what you're talking about here, Coop. So the important thing to remember is that the increased heart rate, while it was definitely noted, it doesn't necessarily happen to everyone. And I'm not trying to talk you in or out of anything. This is purely just for educational purposes only, because I'm not a doctor. But yeah, it doesn't happen to everyone. I find, just based anecdotally off of what people say in the Retatrutide support groups, I find that most of the people that are having challenges with increased heart rate are people that are titrating up too quickly. Many of them are coming from another GLP1 med. They're going to Retta. They're looking for it to be the magic cure, right? Or magically get them to their goal weight. And so they're being really aggressive in their titration schedule. And then they experience increased heart rate. And then they titrate down and they're fine. So that's just what I see. But yeah, it doesn't happen to everybody. But, it's definitely an important point, right? Just like any other side effect that everybody should be aware of. So yeah, good point. Okay. It's a tragedy if they allow them to market it as a biologic so that they can own the market share, control the path of compounding. Then all new drugs come down the pipeline will follow suit. That's my concern. But I think that, not to be a total Debbie Downer, Mary, but I think that if they don't get the designation for biologic, I think they're just going to make it so difficult to get a hold of it. I think that it's just going to be out of reach. And I don't know if compound pharmacies are going to want to take it on. It's hard to say because you have to balance making a ton of money and potentially having a really big lawsuit from a big pharmaceutical company right? Because you have to keep in mind that back in the day, which was a Wednesday, semaglutide and tirzepatide went into shortage, which allowed it to then be compounded, which allowed it to then be what it is today, right? The evolution of this. It would be really hard, just from a legal standpoint, I think. I'm not a lawyer, also not a doctor. If they came out the gate and people immediately started compounding it, I think it would also be problematic because it didn't go into shortage. So I don't know. It's challenging. But then again, if they come out the gate and immediately people start compounding it, I mean, it could be detrimental to pharmaceutical companies going forward, right? Like, they still have to make a butt ton of money off of it. Otherwise, they're not going to want to do it. And I think that the future of obesity treatment and all of these other conditions that benefit from these peptides, I think it's going to be combination therapy. So we want them to keep making stuff. We don't want them to throw in the towel and go, well, whatever, if they're just going to compound everything and cut our money out, right? Like, there needs to be some kind of balance. We want them to make money because we want them to make more stuff. But at the same time, we want it to be affordable so that we can get a hold of it, right? And I think the disconnect here is all that space in between that is the insurance companies and PBMs. Because honestly, like, I don't know about you, but if I could get my tirzepatide for an affordable price, then, and it was covered by insurance, well, okay, I wouldn't be worried about anything else, right? But most people, the cost is the challenge, right? And that's why I go with GOBYMEDS. I can get a 3-month supply, the $25 off coupon, like, it's a win-win-win. But see, the big pharma companies they're not on that same level. I said it once, I'll say it again. If they would match the pricing of these telehealth companies, they would make all the money. But they're just not willing to do that. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens long term. It's going to be interesting. We just had a whole bunch of people join. Thank you so much for coming to hang out on a Thursday. Make sure you hit that like button. How many likes do we have right now? Somebody tell me. Hit that like button for me. Okay. Sherry says, any of the clear proteins free of sucralose and other sweeteners because it causes a lot of us GI distress. I would like to try if so. So I'm going to have someone in the comments come and help Sherry because I don't know. Unfortunately, this is one of those things where, right, you just gotta research some options, but I don't know of any off the top of my head, right? They all usually have the sweeteners so that they can keep the calories low by not adding sugar. But Sherry, hopefully somebody will jump in the comments. So, okay. Like to make things. A research group put an ad in a paper for a study with no placebo, blind generic semaglutide or CagriSema. I am in Canada. Interesting. Going to tell my daughter she's thinking of doing a GLP1. Absolutely. Yeah. I think that CagriSema is going to be interesting because of all of the research I've been seeing people do with Korglutide. It's definitely interesting. Okay. I don't have the compound TERS. I have a quick pen, and I split my dose 5 into 2.5 twice a week to cut down on side effects. Absolutely. Absolutely. There are a lot of people that are doing the split dosing with the quick pens. I think it's fantastic. I think more doctors should get into it too. Okay. Coop says, Allie, do you have a smart scale? Yes. What else do you track besides weight, pictures along the way? Yes, absolutely. So I've actually got a review that's going to be coming up on my new Arbo leaf that I got. Guys, this thing is phenomenal. I don't have it linked in the description box, but I'll add it to the link. But this is the one that I've been using since I started my Korglutide journey. So yeah, so I'll make an update. Let me hang on. I need a notepad so I can write it down. And scale to description box. But yeah, but I've got a whole review video coming up. This thing is phenomenal. And there's an app that goes with, like, it's just great. So yeah. At the point that I'm at now, I'm really just kind of tracking, weight loss, body fat percentage, muscle mass percentage. The water is kind of interesting. I've been hitting the salt pretty hard this week. I do that from time to time. So it's always interesting to see like the water weight and how it fluctuates. But yeah, but I've got a whole video that's going to be coming out about that. So I'll be sure to tell you all about it and show it to you because it's pretty cool. Okay. Scrolling downtown. Okay. Brian says, I'm taking Manjaro because Retta doesn't kill my appetite enough for stress eating. When it comes to tirzepatide is king, man. I'm telling you. Would 10 milligram my script of Manjaro and 2.5 of Retta be safe for muscle sparing glucagon? So safe is a relative term, right? It would be impossible for anybody to tell you if this is quote unquote safe. Are there people who do it? Yeah, but honestly, if you just take the Manjaro and do heavy lifting, you're good to go. Right? I think part of the challenge is that we started out with semaglutide and tirzepatide, and none of the doctors were providing any guidance. So what happened? People got into a caloric deficit, they lost a lot of weight, and when you do that, no matter how you do it, you will lose some muscle mass, whether you're using a GLP-1 or not. So, but if you're doing heavy lifting and you're building muscle, right, then you can just do the Manjaro and focus on building muscle. I think that there is this misconception that Retatrutide like does something magical for muscle, right? And I get it, and I think it comes from a very simplistic kind of explanation of the third agonist, right? The glucagon. But at the same time, because this hasn't been tested, right? I think that the safe option, right? If we're looking for safe here, is to do the Manjaro, the tirzepatide 10 milligram, and just really focus on building muscle. And if building muscle is the focus and not weight loss, there's a lot you can do with that. There's a lot you can do with that. So that's what I would say. I mean, there are some people that do both, but just based off of the anecdotal research that I've done, 2.5 of Retta is not going to be enough to do anything. It's not going to be enough to do anything. Especially if you've been on tirzepatide for any real length of time, like more than 6 months. 2.5 is just, of the Retta, is not going to be enough to do anything. But you could get your goal, right, for the muscle by just doing tirzepatide and focusing on heavy lifting. So it's food for thought. Okay. All right. Nathan says, climbing the ladder with TERS to 10 and stayed at 10 for 8 boxes, now down to 7.5 and some hunger coming back, but weight staying the same 5 pokes in. Yeah, absolutely. The thing is, there are a lot of people that will go down in dose and then they don't like how they feel and they'll go back up, right? And just up their calories. So if you're in kind of a maintenance and you're just looking for stability, you can do that too. There's a lot that you can kind of level out if you get the calories just right. So definitely play around with that. Okay. Da, da, da. In early conversations with my provider regarding the bridge program, my provider was like, "You won't get accepted. You've only been on compound." Silly woman. Of course, Lily wants me on name brand. Yeah. What they'll do is they'll probably require you to start over in dose, right? I'm seeing a lot of that where people are coming from compound and they didn't have a prescription from their GP. And so then they're getting approved for bridge program and they're making them start over in dose. But I saw a really great suggestion in one of the support groups. Somebody was really upset about this. And they were like, I can't go from being on 12.5 all the way to 2.5. This is going to be horrible. And somebody recommended you just do the dosing with your name brand, right, at the lowest dose, and then you calculate it for your compound that you have left over, and then just titrate up every 4 weeks. So, it's one of those things. It's like where insurance companies make you jump through the hoops and you got to do this diet program. You got to do all this. You got to weigh yourself on the special scale, right? You have to jump through the hoops. So, but yeah, Lily absolutely wants you to be on name brand. They absolutely do. All right. Linda says, has anyone had a deal with Form Health? I'm in California. They're in Boston, and they are slow walking everything. What is Form Health? You have to let me know what that is. And I've never heard of it. Okay. Okay, I'm not on Zepbound yet. Bridge program pending. But what's the difference between food noise and just thoughts about meal planning, shopping, preparing meals, etc.? This is an excellent question. So, food noise is best described as being constant, ruminating, uncontrolled thoughts around food. Now, this can be a lot of different things for different people. So I'll tell you about my food noise. My food noise was constantly thinking about the next meal planning, grocery list planning, watching Food Network 24/7, constantly researching different restaurants to go to. Now, I'm not talking about, oh, we've got family in town. Let me look up some restaurants to go to. The key word is constant. Constant. And then I would have a meal. So first I'd wake up and be starving, be thinking about food, have food. Immediately I'm thinking about the next time I'm going to eat. Food, thinking about the next time I'm going to eat. Food, thinking about the next time I'm going to eat snack, eat more food, dessert, food. It's kind of that all the time type of thing. When people describe the food noise as being gone and they feel like their brain has been unlocked and they have all this room in their mind to actually get things done and be more productive and be more involved in their family and all the things, that's no joke. That's no joke. And for many people that don't even realize that they have food noise because they've had it their whole life. And when it's gone, they're like, what just happened? So that was me. I didn't know how much food noise I had until I took that first dose of tirzepatide, and I was like, whoa. I mean, I had so much room in my mind and it was so quiet. And there wasn't this constant obsessing about food and what I'm going to make and what I'm going to do and this and this and that. And oh, look, a TikTok about this recipe. I need to go put that in the cart and then find all the items and the ingredients. Do I have this? Let me go check and do that. You see what I'm saying? Like, it's constant. It's constant. I was just reading a research paper where they were talking about the varying levels of food noise and how it may be related to a lack of hunger hormones in the body or dysregulated hunger hormones in the body. And I plan on making a video about that because it was incredibly interesting. And they're using it as a means of identifying different types of obesity so that we can have these customized plans to help people. But yeah, it's one of those things. It's one of those things. Food noise is incredibly individual, but at the same time, many of us have the same kind of story when it comes to food noise. Great question. Okay. Brian says, is it safe to mix tirzepatide, my script, with Retta? Oh, so this is your question again. First of all, don't mix anything with anything. No mixy. Okay? You are not a barista. This is not a bar. We're not mixing shots. Do not mix peptides. Period. End of story. There is not enough research out there. Okay? And that goes for CagriSema too. There are a lot of people in the community that are like, oh yeah, CagriSema in the same vial. Da 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 da. Listen, no. There's not enough research on that. So we're not mixing anything together. Okay. Now, if you mean mix in the general sense, right? I think you mean 2 separate injections, 2 separate, right? And we talked about that. But I want to be clear about the mixing. Don't. And if you're talking to anybody and they're mixing, get out of Dodge. Do not follow that creator. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200. No. No. Good question, though. Okay. Ayush says, I feel like I can go up in dose to 10 milligram weekly, but I'm worried I'll eventually get to 15 without getting to my goal weight, and I have nowhere to go from here. Am I thinking wrong? No. So I have been all the way up to 17.5. Okay. As far as tirzepatide goes, and I didn't reach my goal weight. So there's 2 things to keep in mind. One, going up in dose doesn't necessarily mean you're guaranteed to lose more weight. So there's that. Number 2, sometimes, right, we just need to find what works for us. And it may be that 12.5 works for you. I'll say it once, I'll say it again. 12.5 is my best friend. I don't have constipation on 12.5. I feel great on 12.5. Other people feel that way on different doses, right? You just got to find what works for you. I would say that if you're in a weight loss phase and you're still losing weight on 10 and you're not feeling miserable, right? Like you're kind of like white knuckling through it, then stay on 10. But if you feel like you need to go up, go up. Go for it. Look at me, right? I got all the way the highest dose of tirzepatide. Now I'm testing out Korglutide, which, by the way, is going fantastic. And if you're new here and you haven't been watching the video updates about Korglutide, please do, because it's pretty interesting. I don't know. I'm not making any promises yet, but it's going really well. So, Ayush, there's always going to be something to help us get to where we need to get, right? Whether it's Korglutide, whether it's Retatrutide, whether it, right? Like we've got so many stuffs coming, right? Just focus on right now. Definitely stay on each dose as long as you can, but at the same time, don't let it freak you out. There are so many people that are like, oh my gosh, if I get to 15 and I don't get to my goal, then what do I do? You cross that bridge when you come to it, right? So you just got to do the best you can. And yes, I am a Dr. Pepper scalper. Hoarder. I'm a hoarder. Your wife is hilarious. Oh my gosh. Yes, she is. She's even more of a hot mess than I am. My bag of shameless snacks a day keeps the enema away. Todd, you're killing me. That's so funny. Pam doesn't get commercials because she's got YouTube Premium. 0 commercials. Oh my gosh, is that Black Squirrel? Where have you been? My friend, where have you been? Okay. I see the info on the bottom from your video, though. Yeah. Oh, yeah. You probably do see it. Southern Soul Fire. Hey there. Okay. I'm going to take just a minute, just 2 seconds. Want to talk to you today about bloating. Right. You didn't see that coming, did you? You're like, uh-oh, she's going to talk about a product. No. I'm going to talk to you about bloating. Okay? Bloat, gas, digestive upset. I got this new trick and I'm going to share it with you. As usual, everything's linked in the description box. This, my friend, is fennel seed. That's right. You could just pick it up from the grocery store, fennel seed. I recommend organic, but I mean, you don't have to if you don't want to. Please make sure that if you're going to try this trick, that you are aware that fennel seed tastes a lot like licorice. If you don't like that flavor or that's going to bug you, you may want to steer clear of this. But if you can tolerate it, or if you like that flavor, this is a win. So this little hook-a-majiggy, okay, and yes, that is the technical term for it. As you can see, I've got my little fennel seeds in there. Check this out. So this attaches to my keychain. Let me show you. And then look. Oh, I got to move it up so you can see. It's got a little spoon. You guys. So the little spoon goes down in there so you can scoop out the seeds. Okay, so what you do is you pop a couple of these in your mouth. You chew them up. Hence the reason why you're going to need to like licorice flavor. And then in just like 5-10 minutes, you get improvement with the gas. Okay. If you're having challenges where you're getting bloated, this has been great. My digestion has been off ever since this whole diarrhea epidemic that we're in, and I'm not eating as many vegetables as I used to. So this has been great. So I wanted to share this with you. If you guys want the little hook-a-majiggies, they come in a little set with different colors and stuff like that. I'll have it linked down below. Again, the fennel seed will be linked, but you can just get it from the grocery store if you want to. This has been great. So I wanted to share it with you because I know there are a lot of people that are interested in, you know, kind of the natural remedies for things. And that works just as well, if not better, than Gas X, which is what I normally take if I'm, you know, bloated and have gas. So yeah. Side note, I mentioned these before. I bought 6 bags and I've already finished 1. It's so good, you guys. It's so good. So I'm just throwing it out there. I've got the other flavors. I'm going to be doing a review video, so stick around for that. But yeah, this is the burnt caramel Max Mellow. 90 calories for the whole bag. And I'm just eating like 1 or 2. And it really helps with that sweet craving that you get sometimes. Anyway, love it. Okay. Okay. It's the Mad Bluebird. Oh, he's a bluebird. Famous photo. I love a little bird. He's so fierce. He is fierce. Oh my goodness, 67 likes. We got to do better than that. We got 151 peeps here. Help me out. Hit that like button. Okay. Okay, Midgie says, Lily tried to purport that 2.5 was not a maintenance dose. My thoughts, how about my thoughts? That dose was not profitable because many do maintain on it. Yeah, so I think that the whole, you know, maintenance dose thing, was a twofold problem. First problem was, it was, okay, let's do this study and let's figure out what dosing might be good for maintenance, right? Then it was that coupled with insurance companies taking that information and going, oh, you mean that you can only do maintenance on these doses and this is only thing that qualifies as a therapeutic dose? Okay, well, we're going to make all sorts of ridiculous rules and you have to titrate up and you got to do this and do that. Right? It was all crap. It was garbage. There's no such rule. Just like you're saying here, there are people on 2.5 that never go above 2.5 and they're on maintenance on 2.5. There are people doing less than 2.5. Any dose can be a maintenance dose. Any dose can be a weight loss dose. It just depends on what your goals are and what you're trying to do and what works best for your body. I might need a higher dose. Sally Shu Shosh Kebab might only need, a really low dose. But there shouldn't be a company out there dictating what we need, right? That should be a conversation between patient and doctor. We got all these other entities in the mix, and that's what causes a problem. She said 79 now. Okay, great. Thank you. I love the updates. Okay, Brian says, smack the like button like it owes you money. Yeah, Brian, I am loving you, dude, but I don't think we should be smacking people that owe us money. That sounds problematic, okay? That sounds like assault and battery. That's too funny. I love the videos and first live. Well, Brian, I'm having a blast. I'm glad that you're here. You got some really good questions. I like that. Okay. Oh, Ayush says I'm getting a DEXA scan tomorrow. Okay. You're going to have to update me on that because I wish, that is like my biggest regret, that I did not get a DEXA scan when I first started, because I don't have anywhere locally that has them. I live out in the middle of nowhere. So, yeah, but I love that for you. That's awesome. I can't wait to hear everything you find out and you learn about your body and your insides. I like it. Okay. Southern Soul File says I'm officially into all of my genes. Okay. I had 3 more. I was fighting with 13 more pounds and I will have reached my lowest adult weight. That is awesome. That's fantastic. I love that. Okay. Mary says, true, Allie, you have valid points about the biologic issue. I'm just big pharma and the medical injuries generally right now. Yes. Yeah. Trust me. I totally get it. Hey, Jamila says, Allie, what are you brewing behind you? Yeah. So this is my diffuser. I was talking about it earlier. It's a jellyfish diffuser. You see the little jellyfishes going up? Let me kind of reset it here so you can see the jellyfishes. Look at them go. Boop, boop, boop. It makes me happy. Anyway, so I've got a scent in there. It's P&J's. It's called Fresh Cut Grass. It is like instant happiness. I love it. I got a whole bunch of different scents. So yeah, so that's what I got. That's what I got going on. But I've got it linked in the description box. It has some beautiful artwork on the front that I absolutely love. So you should check it out. Everybody needs a little something to make their house smell fantastic and also, make them happy, right? With all the stressful stuff going on in the world, like it's okay to just be happy. We need that. Okay. Ayush says, I saw somewhere that you need at least 4 milligrams of Reta to activate the glucagon stuff. There's a lot of info out there that says that. Some people say 4, some people say 6. I don't know. I honestly don't know. But it's interesting nonetheless. 93 likes. Oh, yeah. Just remember, like this video if you think Carol did it. Carol Baskin killed her husband, whacked him. Okay. Denise says, are you in Texas? No, I'm not in Texas. Are you in Texas? Oh, no, it's okay, Brian. It's okay. Sometimes it'll put it up there twice. Don't even worry about it. It's all good. I just like to make sure that I get to everybody's questions. So if we run across a duplicate, it's totally okay. And the typey type will cut you off too. Like you'll be in the middle of a thought and then you're like, oh yeah, let me go down to the next line. And then it puts it up there and you got half a question. It's all good. Don't even worry about it. Okay, Sanjali says, mine is thinking about meals constantly. What will I have and what will I make? Yes, absolutely. And snacking constantly. Yeah. Yeah, that used to be me. I do not miss those days. Hey, I'm taking y'all on a walk with me and Luca, my Frenchie. Oh my gosh, you have to tell me what color your Frenchie is. I love Frenchies. They are the clowns of the dog world. I love Frenchies. Okay, Ayush, tell me what color your Luca is. Okay. For the bridge program, you don't have to start over and dose. Just show your prescription from compound. I took a picture of my vial and got approved for that dose. Excellent. Excellent. I see that for a lot of people, they're not accepting the telehealth company prescription. So that's great. I love that. Okay. Patty says, my provider saw my compounding prescription at 10 milligrams. She would only write bridge for 5. So I have to supplement with compound till I build up. Yep. That's the way to do it. Yep. Jen Foxy says, crazy, but I started 10 milligrams last week and the first time the food noise was gone. Yeah. See, it's all about finding the right dose for you. Right? For me, my food noise went away with that very first injection of 2.5. But other people, it doesn't go away until 15. Right? Like we're all different. We all need, a different amount. Okay. Coop says, before TERS, I felt compelled, almost on autopilot, to go to the fridge or pantry without thinking. Yes. It felt more like a habit than food noise. Is there a name for that? And have you experienced it? Have I experienced it? Yes. Would I classify that as part of food noise? Absolutely. I would get in front of the fridge or the pantry and not even remember how I got there. Do you ever have that happen where you like zone out and you're like, how did I get here? Yeah, that would happen to me. It's like you said, it's like autopilot. I'd be pulling for snacks and I'm like, I'm not even hungry. That was actually something that I had to really actively work against because it was a habit when I first started, because I was like, wait a minute. I'm not hungry. So why am I standing in front of the fridge? Am I thirsty? Do I need a drink? Do I need to give the dogs some cheese? Right? Like I had to really start thinking about those things. I had never thought about them before. It was always just food, eat, food, make food, eat. Time for a snack, food. What kind of food am I going to eat? Food, right? So yeah. It's all good. Okay. Linda says, Form Health is a web-based MD program that my insurance is making me go through. Oh, okay. It doesn't seem to matter that I have all the receipts regarding my results from being on TERS. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. There are so many different versions of exactly what you're describing. So yeah. Hopefully somebody else in the comments is dealing with it. Other companies, they make you document stuff or do like a food diary, or again, they make you jump through all these hoops. Okay, Ashanti says, I've been on compound TERS since May. Only 16 pounds down. I was very inflamed though, and I have rheumatoid arthritis. I can work out now and I have some inches, mental clarity, and food noise is good. Yeah, absolutely. It sounds like you're making good progress, though. It sounds like you're doing good. You just keep at it, right? Remember, consistency is key. Some days are going to be up, some days are going to be down. Some days you're going to feel great. Some days you're going to be like, I don't feel like doing anything. Consistency is key. And not beating yourself up, right? We don't do that here. We don't allow that here. So, okay. 10, I feel like happy dose. I'm still losing. Good suppression, low sugar. Yeah, see? 10's a good dose. Okay. Should I think about titrating up? I went from 6 milligrams and still nothing. Let me go back. Okay. Are you still losing weight on 6 milligrams? You said I went up to 6 milligrams and still nothing. Okay, so I'm assuming that means you're not losing weight on 6. What was the titration jump that you went from? What was the dose before the 6 milligrams? Just curious. And if you've been on it for 4 weeks and you're still not losing weight, I mean, yeah, you can talk to your doctor about titrating up. Absolutely. Okay. I started Zepbound 5 weeks tomorrow, and it's been amazing. I've taken it very well, losing about 45 pounds in that time. I've moved from 5 last Friday. Food almost repulses me. Is that normal? So, is it normal? Yes. It will go away. Some people call it the ick. It's called getting the ick, right? When like food is just like, I don't want anything. So yeah, a lot of people experience that right when they move up in dose, and then it just kind of levels out and then you're okay. It's just important to keep in mind that when you have that and you recognize it, don't let it get the best of you and let your calories get extremely low. That is the only advice that I would definitely give you. But yes, it is normal. If it is so strong that you can't eat, that's a different problem. Then you need to talk to your doctor about going down in dose. But if it's just the ick, it goes away. Just hang in there. But yeah, I remember those days. Hey, Jazzy's here. Hello, hello. Okay. I would like to try staying on Mounjaro, but adding either the amylin or glucagon if that became available down the road. Yeah. Yeah, I was talking about that earlier. I think that, various combinations of things is how we're going to really fine-tune obesity treatments and treatments for other, challenges as well. I think that's one of the reasons why when they announced CagriSema, I was like, man, they are really missing the boat by not just having cagrilintide by itself. Like, I think that would have been the smarter move, because then a doctor could prescribe it to go with anything, right? It's like, oh, tirzepatide, okay, let's add cagrilintide. Okay, semaglutide, let's add cagrilintide, right? Like, but I don't know. That's just my thought process. Okay. Isn't the Arbo leaf a more affordable option? More affordable than what? Did I miss a comment? It's pretty affordable. I'll put a link in the description box for you. But yeah, it's good. It's definitely good. And like I said, I'm going to do a whole review video on it, so I go up a little dose, leveled out. Barbara, I think I got half a question here. How long has it taken for most of... Oh, hang on. Here's the rest of Barbara's question. The people on Bridge program to get approved. So A lot of that is going to depend on your doctor. But for most people, what I'm seeing in the support groups, it's anywhere from like a week to 2 weeks. It just depends. Some people, it's very, very fast. Others, right, they have to go back and forth with the doctor's office. So, yeah, it just depends. I'm like, what the witch's brew? Is it smelling good? Yes, it smells like fresh cut grass. It's my new essential oils diffuser that I got. I got linked down in the description box below. It makes me happy. But the scent is fresh cut grass, and I am loving it. It's really nice because it's been super rainy here. So, yeah. Okay. Hey there. Okay, I've been on Manjaro 12.5 for a year, not losing or gaining. Sounds like my story. A1C steady. Good. Would like to lose 10 more pounds. Sounds like me. Might 15 help? It might. It might not. It just depends on you as a person. I would say give it a try and see. If you've got everything else dialed in, right? You're tracking your food, you're eating in a caloric deficit, you've calculated your caloric deficit for your current weight. Remember, side note, reminder to everyone, as you lose weight, you need to recalculate your calorie deficit. But yeah, if you're doing all the things and you're still not losing weight, then yeah, you might want to try 15. But keep in mind, going up in dose doesn't necessarily guarantee weight loss. For many people, they will lose weight, right, when they get up there. But like me, I went to 15, nothing. 16, nothing. 17.5, nothing. But I'm back at 12.5 and I'm adding in this guy. And we will see by the end of this month if I can definitively say that I am 100% losing weight. I have been consistently losing weight this whole month, and I'm not doing anything different. And I'm eating fast food once a week. You guys, like, I could not be a better experimental subject for you than anybody else, because I am just absolutely keeping it real. And I've been losing weight by adding that. So I'm still waiting, right? I got another, 2 weeks to go. Like, I'm going to go through the whole month, and then I'm going to evaluate and see, okay, is this worth it? Is it working? Is it consistent weight loss? And then I have to decide, am I going to order another month of it? So make sure you're sticking around for that. That might be an option as well. So if you go to 15 and it doesn't do anything for you, we might come back to this conversation and talk about Corgi. We might. Who knows? Okay. I knew someone was going to say this. Allie, you do realize that that Coke bottle with a spoon, right? I knew somebody was going to say this. But really, officer, it's for my fennel seeds. Really, it is. They can test it. I knew somebody was going to see it. The moment I saw the chick on TikTok that had it, and she was like, yeah, and da-da-da-da-da, and you get the little thing, and I saw it, I was like, oh my gosh. Is this chick about to do a bump of fennel seeds to tell me that bloating, this helps with bloating? No. That's so funny, though. That's so funny. Hi, Kim. Hi, Kimber Bright. Hello there. Okay. Pammy La. Pammy La. Okay. I know you're probably already mentioned this, but what is that psychedelic turntable you got next to you in the cool colors? That is my diffuser. It is diffusing a new scent lineup that I got. I have everything linked down in the description box below. It's super cute. It's called Jellyfish Diffuser because you see the little things popping up. They look like little jellyfish. Fresh cut grass. I know that we don't have smell-o-vision yet, but if we did, then you would be able to smell it with me. It makes me happy. I love it. It's fantastic. Okay. The link told me travel sugar. What? I'm lost. Uh-oh. My stuff's falling over. Okay. Da, 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 da. Okay. I'm going to scroll down. I got to keep. Okay. I love that you're keeping me updated. Thank you. Oh my gosh, we have so many people here. Guys, don't forget, if you have a question, do the question marks or the QQQ, right? And I'll grab your question. Okay, 102 likes as of 6:27 p.m. Mountain Time. She's getting more specific as she goes. I love you. You're fantastic. Thank you. And also, don't forget to hit that like button. Hey, Brian says, I just wanted to thank you, as I've been a trainer since 1986, age 16, and certified, but I specialize in anaerobic SANs. Your channel has been a valuable source for GLP1s. Well, I'm here to say thank you. I love that. I'm so glad that you're here. And I love that you came to hang out with me tonight because you've been fantabulous. I love it. Okay. Ayush says, I'm so split between once a week and split dosing twice a week. Any thoughts? It really just depends. If you have side effects, right, that you have challenges with, split dosing. If you are somebody who has zero side effects, once a week. If you really struggle with having strong suppression right after injection and then having it taper off and then having more hunger at the end of the week, split dosing. If you prefer that method and you like to utilize that kind of intense suppression at the beginning of the week to do fasting or, calorie cycling or any of the other things, right, that I've talked about on my channel, then once a week. Right? It really just depends. And if you're not sure about split dosing, but you want to try it for a month. See how you feel. And then if you like it, great. If you don't like it, you just go back to doing once a week. It's really pretty fantastic. But make sure you watch my videos on split dosing. Don't make the same mistakes I did. But yeah, it really just depends. A lot of people really like the split dosing because it gives you kind of that even keel, right, across the week. All right, Satya says, I have been on TERS for 5 weeks. My taste buds have lost the job. Nothing tastes right. Yeah, that happens. That happens. All I can tell you is that it gets better. That happened to me too. Black Squirrel says, what is the fennel paraphernalia? I knew you guys were going to give me a hard time for that. Listen, it's just, it works. It works, and it's so cool. It's so cool, man. And it's got the little spoon for the fennel seeds. I'm dropping fennel seeds. Where did it go? There we go. I'm eating fennel seeds live just for you, so you know I'm not full of it. Hey, there it is. Get your fennel paraphernalia below. Link below. It's too funny. Anyway. But there are so many people on a GLP-1 that have challenges with bloating. I'm telling you. Okay. World Explorer says, I'm definitely taking advantage of my Wegovy journey. On my third dose, it was $35 from first months out of pocket. But with a prescription, each increase obviously will go up. Yeah, absolutely. That's the way to go. The other thing that I will mention to my semaglutide, Ozempic, Wegovy people that there are not enough people talking about. If you go through insurance and it's good for a certain amount of time and then the price goes up, please, please, before you get gouged by insurance, make sure that you're checking with telehealth companies because semaglutide is cheap. It is the cheapest option. So just keep that in mind. Like, there are people that are complaining in the Wegovy pill group, and they're like, oh my gosh, this is so expensive, and I'm not losing weight, and blah, 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 blah. And it just kills me. It just pains me because I'm like, you could be taking a semaglutide injection of the same dose and save $100 a month. Right? But they just they don't know. Or for many of them, they just, are hell-bent on taking a pill, which is fine, right? That's a personal choice. But it just pains me. So, yeah, absolutely. Take advantage of low cost with insurance as long as you possibly can, please. Absolutely do that. Shannon says, hi, hello. I went on Amazon to order Dr. Pepper Coconut and received notice delivery not until August. How much did you order? Listen, Shannon, what are you trying to say? What are you saying? What do you mean? What do you mean? So, yeah, don't be alarmed. I'm assuming you found the same seller that I did. Don't be alarmed. Because it did the exact same thing to me. I ordered 3 boxes because that's all it would let me order. But immediately, like within, I would say a day or two, the time frame changed. And then once it shipped, then it got to me in like 2 days. So it did not take that long. Like it does like this really long projection, but then it immediately cuts back. So yeah. So if you ordered it, don't be alarmed. That's so funny. I hope you found that really good price like I did. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Luca is a blue-gray fluffy Frenchie. Stop it. Okay, first of all, blue in any dog breed is one of my favorite colors. Secondly, you have a fluffy Frenchie? Ayush, why are you just now telling me this? I was like this close. I was this close to getting a fluffy Frenchie. But, I mean, they can be very expensive. And Frenchies have lots of health problems. But, I don't know. I still might get one day. Ayush, I can't believe I'm just finding this out about you. I feel like you've been lying to me. And as my friend, we need to talk about this because, oh my gosh, now I want to see your Frenchie. I love that. I need pictures. Why doesn't YouTube allow you guys to post pictures in the comments? That's what I want to know. I want pictures. Okay. Da, 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 da. All right. I'm going to scroll down here and see if I can grab some questions. Okay. My friend was in town Saturday who hasn't seen me since I started TERS and lost 150 pounds, was a bit anxious about discussing it. Turns out her hubs is on TERS and doing great. She's educated and was supportive. I think that says supportive. That's awesome. Christiane, I love that. I love that for you. Okay. Ashanti. Okay, so you were on 5 milligrams and went to 6? That's probably, if I'm remembering the comment from earlier, that's probably why you didn't feel much of a difference. That is one of the things some people need to make, like the bigger kind of 2 milligram jump in order to feel a big difference, and some people don't. So yeah, you might want to think about that. Okay, Jen says, what do you think of Mick and B12? Do you think it will mess with my sleep? I'm already only sleeping 2 hours at a time. Oh my gosh, okay. That's terrible. Um, I don't know, to be honest. I mean, the B12, it's a B vitamin, so it could potentially make you hungry, but I'm assuming that this is a mixture that's going into your GLP-1. I'm assuming that's what you mean. If yes, it's such a small amount that's being mixed in, I wouldn't worry about it. Um, but I don't know. I'm gonna have to research the mic with sleep. Have you looked into doing Simorlin for sleep? I have videos on that. Oh my god. It was like the best sleep of my life. And you don't have to stay on it forever if you don't want to. So you might want to consider that. Okay. Sarah says, "Are we still live?" Oh yeah. Oh yeah, we're live. Sarah says, "Are we live?" Yeah, right here. Sarah's here. First live. That's awesome. I love your picture. Yeah, we can do it. I love that. Sarah, thanks for coming to hang out. Okay. Okay, here's a question. My telehealth company, I've never had the same doctor twice. Is this your experience with GOBYMEDS? No? That's not my experience with any of the telehealths I've been with. Um I mean, unless, because the doctor is based off of your location, right? For licensing purposes, right? The doctor's based off your location. So if your original doctor like is no longer there, right? Um, then I could see them changing doctors on you. But no, I've always had the same doctor as long as I'm, with that telehealth company. So yeah, this is interesting. So you just get a different doctor every time? Interesting. I wonder if that's so they can accommodate appointments. You'll have to let me know how that telehealth company is doing their appointments. If it's um like a Zoom call or something, maybe that's how they're accommodating everybody's schedule, is just you just get whichever doctor you get. I don't know. Interesting. Okay. All right, I'm going to scroll down here and let me see if I can catch some questions. Okay, what telehealth did you go with to get 17.5? Yeah, so um I didn't. That was a little bit of experimentation that I did on my own under the care of my doctor. So essentially, I was using compounded medication, right? But the compound pharmacy itself did not dispense that as a dose. Most of them don't. So, but yeah, so I talked to my doctor and I was like, "Hey, I want to try 17.5," and they were like, "Yeah." And so I just did the adjusted dosing. So yeah. But that was quite some time ago that I did that. But yeah, good question. Okay. Rumi Ramanji. That sounds fun. I've been on 10 milligram for 5 months. Since 3 months, I've stalled. Should I titrate to 12.5? Will my stall break? I've lost 10 kilograms in total in 8 months. So I've got a lot of questions, right? Are you tracking calories? Have you used a TDEE calorie or calculator.net to set, right, your calorie deficit? Make sure, guys, if you are using one of those calorie um, TDEE calculators, that you are setting it to sedentary. Okay. That is going to give you a baseline. And then if you do exercise on top of that, right, you can always bring your calories up. But you need to know, if you are doing absolutely nothing, what the calories would be. So yeah. So you have to let me know, what are you doing? Are you tracking your food? Let me know what's going on. If you had a lot of actual weight loss and then stalled out, it may be that you need to reset your calorie deficit. That could be it too. So let me know if you are tracking calories. Let me know how long ago it was, right, that you set the calorie deficit number. Okay. I'm happy to say, after restarting a few weeks ago, after being off for 1.5 months for surgery, my satiety is crazy better this time. Great. This time around. And it's been when I first began. Hope it stays that way. Absolutely. I hope so too. I always love to hear, the positive stories about people that have gone off, like for surgeries or procedures or whatever, and then they come back on and everything's working great. I love that. Love, love, love that. I wish it was that way for everybody. Ayush says, we got lucky. Our breeder loves us, and he was the runt of the litter, so we got him for cheap. Stop it. I'm going to steal your doggo. That's awesome. I love that. Okay. Pammy, la. She's drinking 43 ounces of frog spit. I love it. I love it. If you guys are wondering what that is, because we just had a whole bunch of people join, hey, thanks for coming to hang out. Make sure you hit that like button. If you're wondering what frog spit is, it is the loaded tea flavor that is my current favorite that I've been running, and everybody's been trying it. So if you want to try it, it's linked in the description box below. I've got a coupon code for you. So yeah. Yes, idea. Make the fluffy Frenchie your YouTube profile pic so that I can see. Thank you. Thank you. Somebody's looking out for me here. I need to see the puppy. I'm going to be thinking about, listen, when we get off of here, I'm going to go and tell my wife and be like, oh my gosh, and the fluffy Frenchie and da 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 da. Yeah. And she's going to be like, did you see it? And I'm be like, no, I didn't. Terrible. Okay. Uh-oh, Brian says, I hate to say this, but Hims is a different doctor every time, told by a friend. Really? A different doctor every time? That's wild. I can't believe that we've got so many telehealth companies and I'm just now hearing about this. I wonder if this is just, again, a scheduling strategy, right? So you let people make appointments where they want, and then you just plug in like whatever doctor's available. That is interesting. Also, don't be worrying about having to hating to say something, because you can say anything here. We get all kinds of craziness up in here. You just wait until we get one of those episodes where a troll shows up. Woo! We have a blast. If you have not seen some of the old live episodes, you have to go watch them because we always have a good time. Okay, Coop says, yes, it's a Zoom call. After paying for the reorder, I have to speak to a doctor each time, but it's always a different one. My HSA is Health Equality, and then the doctors are from the Agile Health. Interesting. Yeah, I bet you it's a scheduling thing so that they can make sure they've always just got somebody for the appointment time. That's interesting. I don't know. I would feel weird about that. Like, it's like new doctor appointment every time. It's like, hey, how's it going? You having any side effects? Tell me about your GLP1 journey. Like, how would you get customized care? I mean, I guess they can read the notes. I'm probably overthinking this. I'm sorry. Okay. Stacy says, I finally ordered my loaded tea. I can't wait until I get them. I also love your fennel holder. Great. Thank you, Stacy, for being supportive of my fennel paraphernalia. I appreciate you. It's too funny. Todd says, different doctor every time with Brello Health. 5 different doctors so far. Holy cow. That's wild. That's wild. Huh. That's crazy. You guys are crazy. Crazy. Okay. Pammy La says, on the quick pen, if I get close to the end, if I get close to the end of the pen, I don't have the exact amount of dosage needed. Can you count the clicks to use up what you have and then continue a new pen? Yes, if you keep track of the math. So here's where some people kind of go wrong. You want to make sure that it's not going to mess you up for the next pen, right? And if you're looking at counting the clicks and doing the dosage, Dave at On the Pen OTP links, he's got the whole breakdown, right? Based off of pen dosage, how many clicks is what dosage. So if you want to look at that as a reference, I absolutely recommend it. It's phenomenal. But can you do that? Yes. Yes, you can. And then you would just do, a certain dosage from one pen and then make up for the rest in the dosage of the second pen. Again, you just have to be really careful with your dosing. Check, double check, triple, quadruple check yourself. And then when you think you've got it, check again. And then you're good. But yeah, you can do that. Hims has never had me speak to anyone, just online and print, never a video call or anything. Interesting. Yeah, there are companies that do it that way, right? It's all online. Which is really convenient for people, especially if you don't have time for a video call. That was one thing that I always found challenging, because some of those video calls are like, 15, 20 minutes long. And I'm like, dude, I've been on tirzepatide for a minute. Like, I don't need to go over all this. We got this. We're good. I'm staying on the same dose. Just refill, right? Like, so I get it. I get the whole online thing. Like to make things. Could the Frenchie pic be posted in the FitFlavorFun Shenanifans group? Ayush, you have started something. If I can get the picture, I absolutely will. I absolutely will. Now I'm going to be looking at Frenchie puppies tonight. I don't need a puppy. Stop it. I think I have puppy fever a little bit. Okay. Chameleon 6933. Carol did it, but I think he deserved it with all of his cheating and criminal ways. Carol Baskin. You're onto something there. Especially with the, potentially dating underage, girls. That one really threw me for a loop. I was like, like, sometimes you just got to watch out for stuff like that. But we may never know, right? We may never know. It's fun to speculate. Carol Baskin. Okay. Lish says, I use MIDI Health and get to stay with the same provider, plus price can't be beat for lower doses. Gotcha. That's always good. Oh, JC says, are all these pills a flop, Foundeo and Wegovy, for maintenance? So here's the thing. People that come from semaglutide injectables to the Wegovy pill for maintenance, many of them are doing really well and they like it because they never really liked doing a shot anyway. And so now they have a pill and they're doing well for maintenance. People who are coming from tirzepatide, higher doses, right, 7.5 and up, and going to Foundeo or Wegovy and trying to continue to lose weight are disappointed and they're kicking it and going back to tirzepatide. Many of them who are going from higher doses of tirzepatide to Foundeo or Wegovy pill for maintenance, right? They've already reached their goal. They end up going back to tirzepatide because when you go to the pill, you lose that inflammation control. And that is one of the biggest complaints. Some people gain a little bit of weight, and they don't like that and they'll go back. But other people, I mean, they specifically say, hey, yeah, I'm maintaining my weight, but I've really lost the inflammation control and I don't feel as good. So I'm going back to tirzepatide. So yeah, it just depends on the person. I think it depends a lot on, you know, the individual and how they feel. So yeah. He updated the profile pic. Oh my gosh, look at that shoopy doopy. I wish I could make it bigger. Oh, it's got his little white on the front. Oh, Luca's so cute. Luca, can you hear me? You're a cute fluffernutter. Oh, I love him. Okay, Ayush says I'll post to the group. Thank you. Please do, because now you've got us. You've got us all loving your dog. Coop says, to all the trolls, I don't understand. Please explain further in detail. Followed by Allie laughing and ignoring the novel that will ensue. Yes. Yeah. And if you guys don't know what Coop is referring to, you got to go to my other channel and watch the short that I posted about this. It's very funny. Absolutely. What do you mean? I don't understand. I'm confused. That was the one I used today. I'm confused. Okay, Stacy says, your FitFlavorFun Uncensored banana video had me in stitches. I'm so glad that you love that one. That was a good one. Was it the scents video or you said the food one? Yeah. You guys, I had so much fun with the food one. We had all the banana stuff, the candy, the bread, oh my gosh, the drinks. It was so good. So good. I love banana Laffy Taffy. It's delicious. I'm still looking for a scent that is just straight up banana Laffy Taffy. I'm going to find it one of these days. Okay. Everybody wants to see a bigger pic. I posted my boy here is his birthday. I love that. Love it. Okay. All right. Well, we have reached pumpkin time. Now is the time in our show where I turn into a pumpkin because it's midnight and Cinderella reference. So if you have any last minute questions, throw them down into the questions, into the comments, questions in comments, questions. Thank you so much for coming to hang out with me tonight. Don't forget everything that I mentioned, including the diffuser, is all down below. And make sure you stay posted for the next Corgi update because I am really excited to see, am I going to lose weight this week? I lost weight last week. I lost weight the week before that. We're beginning to see a trend. We shall see. I'm going to keep you guys posted, so make sure you stick around for that. Allie, who's on your shirt? What's the sorcery behind you? Listen to Grace. Have you tried Mott C, approved by FDA? Okay, so who's on your shirt? Let me answer that. It's Carol Baskin. Definitely fed her husband to the tigers. So yeah, I am guilty of watching the Tiger King multiple times. Okay, let me answer the other questions here. What sorcery is behind you? This is my new scent diffuser. I have everything linked down below. Today's scent is fresh cut grass. You guys, oh my God, it's so good. It's so good. And have you tried Mott C? I have not. Approved today for FDA for compounding. I might try it now that it's approved. But no, previously I had not tried that one. Oh my gosh, Lish is going to Mexico. Eat some delicious food, okay? Take me with you. In your heart, take me with you. Okay. I need to go to the other channel. I follow it, but YouTube doesn't show it. It keeps giving me stuff I have seen before. Weird. Yeah. It's because that other channel, like I have to, it was originally deactivated and then I reactivated it and now I have to meet all the requirements. So if you guys want to help me out, go to my other channel, FitFlavorFun Uncensored, and just watch videos. If you're looking for awesome puppy videos, I've got you covered over there because we used to breed dogs and we've got fantabulous videos over there. Go watch a puppy video. It helps me. I'm trying to get that channel reinstated, but that's why it's not pumping the videos out to you. It's because YouTube is like, you have to prove yourself first. It's because that was my original channel. So, but I've got a whole bunch of fun stuff over there. So definitely check it out. I would love to see all of you there. Okay. I tried to delete. It's okay, Stacy. Don't worry about it. It's all good. Okay. Crazy Cat Lady in LA says, wait, Allie has a cauldron brewing in the vac and chatting about paraphernalia. What live did I just walk into? Listen, you never know what I'm going to hit you with. And we had a whole discussion about Carol Baskin because she killed her husband, whacked him. Hey, Ayush posted Luca in the group. So if you're in the group, if you don't know what I'm talking about, it's linked in the description box below. The Facebook group is Fit Flavor Fun's Shenana Fans. You can go see a fluffy Frenchie. That's where I'm headed. Okay. Oh, Cindy says, I finally broke my stall. 3 more pounds gone. What is that strange Dr. Evil bot in the background? It's my scent diffuser. It makes everything smell good. It's new. I just got it. It literally just showed up yesterday. Okay, I was late. Yeah, it's okay. Totally okay. You can watch the replay. And don't forget, if you are watching the replay, give me a thumbs up. And don't forget to put replay in the comments because I do see all of your comments. It's pending approval. I will definitely make sure that we approve it. Okay. The other channel name, yes, it's FitFlavorFun Uncensored. That's my other channel. It is all things Allie, but not related to GLP1s. So I've got some great stories over there, like real life stories that are just wild and entertaining. If you're looking for a good time, head over to that other channel. Pop on a video while you're doing dishes or whatever. Just, you'll have a good time. I promise. Okay. Scrolling down, getting the comments, questions and comments. Okay, JC says, what is your favorite color? No, I'm just kidding. JC says, what is your prediction of the GLP market in the next 5 to 10 years? More restrictions with compounding or less? So I think that if we're looking at the 5 to 10 year range, it's going to be interesting because as more stuff comes out, right, that will drive down the pricing for other GLP-1s. So if you drive down the price low enough of name brand, it really cuts out the telehealth and compounding competition, right? Because I think it would be safe to say that even people like myself that are 100% all about telehealth and compound and they are the bomb, like, I think the majority of people, if they could get name brand at an affordable price, they would, right? They would just do that. They would just have their doctor send a script. It's covered by insurance. It would be an affordable price, and they would just do it, and they would get the name brand. So there's kind of this teetering point. And once we reach that point with certain things, it's going to be interesting to see what happens because you can only take it so low. But there may be an offset where telehealths and compounding pharmacies, they team up, start adding in, right, like those other peptides that are now approved. They start adding in like more options. I'm seeing more and more of them that are going the route of the minoxidil pills, skin treatments, right? They're kind of expanding. So I don't know. I think it's going to be interesting. But what I really want to see is I want to see more options for treatment of obesity, more customized treatments, and more combination therapies. That's what I want to see in the next 5 to 10 years. I want to see less of a conversation about the brand name and more of a conversation about, okay, so you've been on tirzepatide for this many years and you didn't reach your goal, and we've got 30 more pounds to go. We're going to add in XYZ, and then we're also going to do this other treatment, and then we're going to, we're going to do this blood test that tells you what kind of obesity you have, right? That's the kind of stuff that I want to see. Customized treatment. Is it going to happen? I think we're moving in that direction. I just need them to get with it and do it faster. Great question, though. Okay, Kathy says, where is the chart to reevaluate the amount of calories to stay in deficits? I've gone down in weight. So go to if somebody could put it in the comments. Hey, can I put it in the comments? Hold on. TDEE. I can. TDEE calculator.net. Did I spell it right? I'm going to put it in the comments. There we go. Okay, TDEE calculator.net. I have a video that tells you how to use this website to get the best options, and it details everything for you. So if you do a search for FitFlavorFun TDEE, I think I'll bring it up, or maybe calorie or calorie deficit. I think it's how to calculate your calorie deficit is the name of the video. But if you just do a search on YouTube, FitFlavorFun calorie deficit, it should show up in the list of videos, and I walk you through it point by point how to use it. But yeah, key points, put in all your info, make sure you select sedentary, and then take a look at the numbers. Okay. Sarah, you're doing great. You're doing great. Don't worry about it. It's your first time in a live. You're doing fantastic.
Let me know if I can help.
Hey, even Siri said you're doing great.
Why, thanks.
Yeah. Hey, Siri, tell Sarah she's doing great.
Your message to Sarah says, she's doing great. Do you want to change it or send it?
Okay. There you go. Okay. I need it up close. I need up close of that purse, please. Oh, this one? Lisa, is this the one you're talking about? Here. This is not. I added this. So here. These are the straps. But here. Hold on. You gonna take a screenshot? This is what it looks like. Again, I added the gummy bears to it. But yeah. I'll find it for you. Whatever the I don't know what the name of it is, but I'm going to do a video on it, so don't worry. But hopefully you got a screenshot so you can search for it. Okay, Sarah says, this is my first live ever. It's totally okay. You're doing great. And I'm so glad that you came to hang out. Listen, we do this 6:15 or 6:30 Central Time. We do it every Thursday. So just keep coming back. You're doing great. Gwen says, well, this is the best place to start, Sarah. I agree. Okay. Oh, yeah. Yes, Midgie's right. It is pumpkin time. You are very welcome. You're very welcome. Thanks for coming to hang out with me. Let's do it again next Thursday. Okay, so we got a lot of stuff coming up. Okay, we got Korglutide update. I'm so excited about that. I cannot wait to weigh myself tomorrow and see what is happening. We've got that. Everything is linked down below. You guys have been awesome. if you're not a member of the group and you want to jump over so you could see Ayush's, fluffy Frenchie, come hang out with us. We're over there on Facebook. I got a screenshot. Okay, great. Perfect. It comes in different varieties. I found them like on Poshmark and stuff like that where people are selling them. So yeah. So you'll see some different colorways and stuff like that. And I think there's some wallets too, but don't hold me to that, Lisa, because I'm still researching because I just found it on a whim. So we shall see. Do you love corgi? I mean, so far, so good. I love losing weight. Does that count? I'm excited to see if I lost weight again this week. Because that will be 3 weeks of consistent weight loss. And then if I lose weight again next week, forget it. If I lost weight this week and I lose weight next week, I will be ordering another bottle. Let me just put it to you like that. But I will, of course, share all of that with you guys. So I'll keep you posted. Anyway, thank you so much for coming to hang out with me. You guys have been a hoot tonight. Make sure as you exit stage left that you hit that like button before you go. And as always, be kind, rewind. And don't forget, Carol did it. Da-na-na-na, da-na-na-da-da.